Hey, what's up there, guys? I just wanted to show off my inventory. Just the progress I've been making. I like to keep track of the progress each wipe. And I like to show off my ideas or what I'm, developing in my inventory. For anyone who cares, I know a lot of you. I'm not trying to show off. It's just I'm just trying to help people out, and I do like to show off, what someone can achieve. I mean, I do play more than the average person. I don't sweat 15, 20 hours a day. I average like 4 to 8, maybe 10 on a hardcore day. So I don't play like some people do, like people that are pushing level 50 right now. I'm level 40. That takes like 15 to 20 hour days, right? Then again, I play much more than your casual 2 to 4 hour most of the time, But enough of that. Here's my meds. I got my money up here. I blew through a lot of rubles, into I cases and W cases. You'll see them in a bit. I have 5 W cases. I have 5 W cases and 6 I cases. So yeah, tons of rubles I had to blow through, but I'm already back up to 1.6, 1.7 million. My USD is super low because I got done kitting all my M4s with suppressors. You'll see them. I have like a stash of 30 of those. That was 15k USD. I have 16 Rsasses. That was, suppressing them and kitting them was, let me think here, 16, 23k USD plus the suppressors, probably about near 30k USD. So in between both, 45k USD. Then I have, you'll see a shit ton of fast MTs. So I have like 60 to 70k USD and like liquidated into items. You'll see what I'm talking about here. This is just my throwaway shit I'm running on factory. It's fun. I like to take someone's item and make profit with it. That or I'll just sell it. But here's what I'm doing with my W cases. As you can see, it's pretty banging down here. It gets even better once I go through the I cases. But my first case here is just like my high tier weapons. I have 5 Vals, 2 Rsasses sitting in here. I used to have a stack of 15 Rsasses down here, but it was limiting my cell room up here, So I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to keep that many on the showroom, if you know what I mean. So I eventually stored some away and, kept it within a minimum space. So wasn't taking up too much. And what I've been doing, which I've been liking this lately. Like I have an OPSKS case, right? And then I try to keep like 5 mags below them since they only take the mag. Then you can run them out. And then I'll store like anything down here. A throwaway gun I can pull out quick. Sights, which you'll see here. Here's my Vepr Stash. If I wanted to be perfected with this, I'd have all these kitted up, like 5 in each of these. But you get the gist, like 5 Veprs, or it's a Vepr W case. Then I had the longer sights down here. Keep the handles down here for quick access, and all you got to do is throw a mag on. Some people were talking to me, and they're like, why do you keep the handles? You could just buy the handles and the mags when you run the gun, which is true, but I find this to be much quicker. I don't want to have to go in and buy both each time. I do usually buy the mags for the guns I don't normally run, but you'll see. Here are the bigger sights, and you'll understand why in a second. This is my 74N W case, but I have some extra, I don't even want to call them throwaway M4s, but that's what they are. They're, they're not kitted up like any of these, and then they're not like any of the 153 trade-ins that are kitted up like these, so I'm going to probably just run them. I mean, yeah, 153 trade-ins are pretty easy if you can, clear through a raid and get out with them. Even though they nerfed them, they made them, 8 long, so you need a pilgrim to really, like, smash out a bunch of them. So normally you can only get 1 or 2 out if you sacrifice your primary into your backpack. But I usually only pull out 1 per raid, and I end up, getting free M4s. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's my 74N W case. So it's like, I've never really did it this way before, but I like it being organized like this, like having full kitted of each item that I like to run ready to go, right? Then I have my regular, smaller sights down here. I usually have a lot of PKO6s, Walthers, FF3s, all that stuff down here too. But I threw them all onto my M4s because I wanted to just have them all kitted out. OCD. And here's what I'm saying. Here my mags are. So for a lot of the guns I'll run, like the Rsass, there's some AKM stuff here and Vepr stuff. And then the SKS, the 60 rounder AKs, you got to have them. I usually have like 6 to 8 of those in here because I love running the 60 rounders. So basically, You throw the handle on it, you bring it in, you throw the mag on it from my W case, bam, it's good to go. Or you can just buy them from the vendor. It's quicker this way, that's why I prefer this. In my bags here, see, I only still have 4 Pilgrims. I've only lost 1 or 2 from raiding full kit too. They're just rare now, right? I'm sure people have a shit ton of them, but here's my 60 mag backpack. My other tri-zip. I gotta buy tri-zips, as you can see. Pain in the ass. But gas annies. I only kept some of these tags. Tux, I know, he's one of my viewers. I ran into him. He's from the UK too, which is funny. He was queuing with an East Coast player, so I ran into him. The odds are probably pretty, low for that to happen, but it did. And then Ninja with Noel. Shout out to him. He's a streamer. I'm not trying to hate. I have killed him like 5 times. I've never been killed by him. I always run into him on factory. And this particular time I was running an OPS KS on factory just for fun. And yeah, I didn't realize he was a streamer until I went through the list, and he's a partnered streamer. He has like 40,000 followers, but shout out to him. Sorry I ripped you so many times. I really have. That's the only reason why I kept it. I didn't know he was a partnered streamer, so I didn't keep the prior tags. I think he's newer to the game, but he's putting a lot of time in, so props to him. And then my teabag stack, which they really nerfed the jump meter for that and stuff, diminishing return, so it's a lot harder to level strength. You can do it if you're dedicated, but I'm not going to know life to get my freaking strength up, right? But yeah, my Rsass stack, they're fully modded up. They're not cheap to build, so yeah. Down here, all suppressed M4s. There's 31, 32, then you saw the 3 up top, so 35 total. I've ran like 10 just for the fuck of it on factory till I lose them. Well, it's more like 5 I ran. I should be running these more often, but I did lose a few of them on factory. Basically nothing on them, just straight from 153 trade-in right into my hands, right? But yeah, I blew through quite a bit of USD on suppressors on like 80% of these last night. A lot of them already had suppressors, but it was still expensive. But yeah, that's where 70k of my USD has gone. So now I can just save USD. Like, I want to get up to 100k USD and be like, hey, fuck yeah. But I had to kit out my shit. A lot of people just stack money up and be like, oh, look at all the money I got. I liquidated into guns. So if you accrue all this shit, I mean, easily. So fast MTs 4, 8, 12, 16. This alone is like 25k USD. So you're talking, you just do the math. You're talking with all of this shit, and then you want to add the forts on. I didn't even show the forts. I have what, 4, 8, 10 forts, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 forts just in, I count the gold chains. I don't turn these in right away because they take up less space. It's 7, obviously. Then I have some kitted pistols. I got some from raids from killing people. Then I have my PBs I turned in for just to run for fun. And then I'm going to build a shrimp collection, the SR1MP. They're fucking amazing guns. They're fun as hell to run. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried them, don't even put a suppressor on it. Just put a red dot on it. Like, put the attachment on and then the red dot or whatever. You run a Walther. Like, I like the Walther with the circle sight because it's so small. It's so precise. I've cleared factory servers with it. I mean, obviously I wasn't versing like fort armors. Like a fort armor player with like even a kiver, they would probably wreck me. But if a player lets me 2, 3 tap them, they drop, right? But a fort player, obviously they're probably going to have an M4 or an Rsass. They're going to fuck your face, but it's fun to mess around with. They're not that expensive anymore. I think they dropped the price of the shrimp down by quite a bit the first week or two. So they were like over 50k. Now they're down to like 20 because people were bitching. But yeah, I got a shit ton of forts. I mean, inventory value, I don't even know, man. You do the math. Each W case is almost $1 million, so it's 5, 1.3 on these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1.3, 12, 13 million just in cases. The forts, you do the math on those. Let's say 300,000, 400,000 a piece, and they're still super rare. I've been getting lucky finding them off player or just scavs rather, but I've also gotten some off players that were just rather dumb. So 6, 7, 8, 13 million in forts. 14, 15, 16, like 17 million with the forts. Fast MTs, Um, million. SMTs are what? To fully kit like this, 1,500 to 2,000? I can't remember. Yeah, I think they're like 1,500, 1,600. So, 16. Yeah, 12, 16,000. It's about 20,000 USD. That's 2 more million, so about 20 million right there. Rsasses, 10. I have 15 of them. Well, I have more than that. I think I have 16 of them. So that's 16,000. That's another million. That's like low 20 millions. All the suppressors. I have 30 suppressors I put onto these bad boys. I'm not even going to count the M4 value. That's even more money. I'm just trying to think of my liquidated value in rubles. 15K. That's another. I mean, what did I spend? About 15,000 on my suppressors, so that's another 1.5 million. M4, you could sell what, 100K a piece. 1, 2, 3. You're looking at like 35 million in inventory, maybe roughly 40 with everything. And then what would you say? 35 to 40 million is about 400,000 USD if you do that rate. So like, yeah, I'm not a stack whore. I don't sit here and, stack fucking 15, 20 million in cash, and in rubles. I liquidate it, because a lot of these guys, they have a lot of cash, but they don't have shit for W cases, I cases, or they don't have full kitted guns out. So that's, each to their own. They build as they go. I like to have an inventory ready to go, and I like to show off, my progress on the showroom, I like to call it. But yeah, that's my inventory. That's my update. I might do one more update before the wipe. We'll see where I'm at. But I mean, it's not going to get much better than this, right? Basically, it's just W cases and stashing inside, which I don't really want to get obsessive with W cases this time around because I have what I want. And basically, you get to the point where you're just you're overabundancing your stash. So with just weapons you're never going to use. Like, I'm at the point where I'll never run out of this shit, right? So it's not a waste of time per se, but you're beating a dead horse at a certain point. Like, I had 60 fully kitted M4s last wipe for this past patch, and I had like 38 forts. You're beating a dead horse. Like, I went too far. And this patch, I'm like, I'm not going to do it again, and I'm already doing it. What is it, fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks in? Like, I progressed so fast this time because of the dog tags. Like, I just slaughter through people, and their dog tags are worth a decent amount. So, like, PvP grind is much quicker now, right? So it's awesome. I love it. I hope they don't change it. It was too high at first. At first, they were worth nothing. Then they made them worth too much, and now they're worth, like, a very good amount. I hope they don't tweak them down more. Because right now, they're worth it. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't show off my keys. Just extra keys there. I have a Shoreline Key Bar right here for when I run Shoreline, which is very little. I don't like loot whoring too much, and the map doesn't run that well for me. So I haven't really ran it too much. I might have ran it like 10, 15 times total. A lot of people, like with the servers being fucked up lately, a lot of people are just farming the living shit out of it every day. I switch games because I like factory, customs, and woods. I like Shoreline too, but a lot of my friends won't play it because they don't want to loot whore and the map's really unoptimized. So I've been switching games in the evening, so until they have the servers fixed. That's why a lot of my grind, I could have a lot more shit, like as far as currency, if I was able to grind factory and customs in the evenings. I'm not even talking marked runs. I just like PvPing. I don't want to make my money by loot whoring, Like, loot whoring to me is running Shoreline with a full group with like a W case and just grabbing everything and getting out, which a lot of players are doing. They're barely PvPing much. You don't get much PvP on Shoreline. I don't care what anyone says. I can kill the amount of players you're killing in 1 or 2 factory raids in 10 minutes than you're going to do in 2 fucking Shoreline runs in an hour. Guarantee it. But unless you get lucky and run into 2 full teams, but usually it's just like a team conflict at resort half the time. A lot of times it's not even a conflict. Well, not a lot of times. There's usually a conflict, but it's just 2 teams. And I'm fucking rambling at this point. I apologize. But that's loot whoring. Also running marked room is loot whoring and, selling shit on Discord through marked room. The marked key the first week and a half was super rare. And the marked runs were like amazing. I know people firsthand that made tons of currency. they're not going to come to me and be like, hey man, why aren't you caught up in currency? Like, fuck you, dude, you got a marquee. That's how you have the money. You ran that room and you looted it. I did it last patch. Like, I know what that's all about. I did that quite a bit, but I also PvP'd a lot. This patch, a lot of my shit came from PvP. I did hundreds of trades last patch. This patch I've done 2. I think I traded a USB drive and some gas analyzers on Discord. I don't want to run a fucking room anymore. I burnt myself out. And number 2, I don't want to loot whore either. I want to play this game to kill people. And Shoreline was more optimized, sure, but it's laggy, and you're basically spending 8 minutes running, 15 minutes looting in that resort, and then you're spending, if rock passage isn't up, you're spending another 15 minutes running, and a lot of times there's not much conflict. So to me, it's boring. But so a lot of people are doing that in the evenings when the servers are fucked, and it's making them tons of dosh. More power to them. But yeah, I might do, like I said, I might do one more video near the wipe, but I feel like this is pretty dope ass inventory. It's pretty sustained. It's not going to get much better at this point, besides currency and fully modding the M4s, that fucking jazz, how that goes. But yeah, take it easy. Sorry I rambled at the end there. If you cut the video, I don't fucking blame you. Take it easy, guys.